Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy, Smooth. So, welcome to my podcast, right? This is the segment episode. This is the segment, The Mirror Doesn't Lie. Pardon me, sorry. So, episode one is Why Are You Addicted to Broken? You ever wonder why so many people that you're close with, they're always able to bond with you. They're always able to give you something special. That addiction is dysfunction. And we try to figure out ways, right, to prove that pain is love. But why is pain love? And why does healing feel boring? I hear so many people say that they want to be healing. But what is healing? I hear men and women say, I'm healed now. But how are you healed when you constantly relive the pain that you got with inside you? And then chaos start to feel like home. Toxicity becomes the norm. Of course, there's some people that have toxicity, but we got to understand that we are meant to be great. We are not meant to settle. Hmm. Let's see. So today it starts with figuring out and analyzing why. I repeat, why we are addicted to the broken. That is crazy. So if peace makes you uncomfortable and drama feels like love, this episode is going to mess you up in the best way possible. You're not addicted to love. You're addicted to survival. You don't miss them. You miss proving your worth to someone who never saw it, who never decided to be around the real you. You had to always find a way to connect with them and try to play to their strengths and weaknesses. Or a lot of people don't understand what love languages are. Pardon the wind in the back. I'm here in Texas, and them wind funnels is crazy. You heard me? No lies. So we never really take a moment to breathe and understand what we are in, what season we are in. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to work through this, because I know for me personally, I'm tired of the addiction of the same cycle. I'm tired of attracting people that don't want to actually get past their self or themselves. And I know y'all know a lot of people like that. I definitely know that y'all can see a lot of those things around you. So if they treat you like trash, but you still call it love, this one is for you. This one's for you. Why does this function feel so safe? It was because you was raised in it. You was raised in chaos, and you consider that as normal. You think that by having someone that resembles how you grew up, that is a perfect person to be with. I've always heard moms, right, or dads, or so forth. I always heard them say that, um, love your mama, love your dad unconditionally. And truth be told, those men and women that grow up like admiring the person that they're gonna eventually um like kind of, how can I say this? They're gonna base the person in their future on their parents. So if they got a mom that's just toxic, they're gonna normally find a toxic woman. That's gonna be the norm for them. If they find a man that is super masculine, super disrespectful, and all this and that, they're gonna think that's normal. So a lot of times, whenever we bump into these situations, they get frustrated and upset whenever their friends try to tell them, hey, that person's not for them. But why? I guess it just don't make sense. Or does it? Doesn't make sense. So peace feels foreign when your nervous system is used to war. Peace feels foreign when your nervous system is used to war. So everything could be going good, everything could be going smooth, and all of a sudden, you find a reason to dislike this person. They've cooked, they've cleaned, they've folded the clothes, they've done everything they're supposed to do, right? As a woman. And you still aren't happy because you're looking for the small details. You want to find every reason to dislike this person. Oh, hey, don't just go for the women. It just don't go for one side. It's two-sided here. It's definitely two-sided with it. It's definitely two-sided. Like vice versa. A man can open the door for his woman. He can think of his woman as he's going to the store. He can think of his woman as the holidays come up. He can do everything under the sun and he will still be a trash man to some women. They'll say he's too soft. They'll say he's complicated. They'll say he's toxic. They'll say he's controlling. They'll say he's doing da 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 da. Right? There's so many different variations of what they're looking for. And they break it down like this. But why? Why do they do this? Why do the men go to the gym and look at all of those beautiful women, right, that kind of reveal themselves? That's a lot of lust in the gym. That's why I go at night. I don't go when everybody in the gym. I go at night because I understand what some people are looking for. Same thing with the men. They go in the gym and they want to wear the muscle shirts and they want to right. They want to show off, and that's fine. That's fine. But what are we doing? What are we doing? When somebody has a great home, a great foundation, everything is good. We are looking for a way to mess that up. We want to create chaos. We don't want any peace because we don't know how to deal with peace. We don't know how to love in peace. We don't know how to move in peace. We don't know how to enjoy the energy in peace. There has to be something wrong at all times. It's never going to be perfect. And therefore, we're in a cycle. We're in a cycle. So I once had a relationship that was scary to me, right? It was scary. It felt good. And every single moment that I thought everything was good, I was looking for the worst part of it. I started catastrophizing. And if y'all don't know what catastrophizing is, it is thinking the worst case scenario. So I was like, is this woman really for me or is this woman just here temporarily? Like every time she would do something, I would find a reason to kind of semi-dislike it, but I never could. I never could. And she was a good woman, you heard me? But at that time, everybody be talking about they need to be healed or they need to heal or something like that. I didn't need healing. I needed to be understood. I needed to see and have somebody that sat with me and told me, hey, you're wrong. You're wrong. You need to move like this, think like this. I've had some of my brothers in the past, they were telling me stuff like that, right? But I mean, I needed a woman to sit down and have a conversation with me and say, hey, baby, I'm not here to get on your nerves. I'm not here to hate you. I'm not here to despise you. I'm not here to bring mountains in front of you. Instead, I'm here to climb with you. But I can't climb with you unless you give me that opportunity. So I always gave keys, right? I always gave keys to the heart, right? To my heart. I never allowed them to create a key because I was afraid that it was going to open doors within me that I was not prepared for. And a lot of people don't understand that. You hear me? And I always thought back like I need to be better. I needed to find a way to be better. You ever sat in the car, heart racing, praying they don't come in the house mad, right? And now you wonder why calm love makes you anxious. Let me rephrase that. You ever sit in the car, heart racing, praying that you can go in the house and not be mad, not they, but you not be mad. And now you wonder why calm love makes you anxious. Because I'll tell you something. Every time I would drive home, I was like, I need 5 minutes. I need 5 minutes to recollect my thoughts. I need 5 minutes to be able to say that I'm good. I'm in my mode. I'm outside of my brain, right? And it got to the point where like sometimes my window would get knocked on. Hey, what you doing? I'm taking a moment to decompress myself and get my energy right before I walk in because I don't want to bring any hatred, any angry, any foul energy into a home. But I'm gonna be honest, I ain't never really had a home. I've had a house. My home is supposed to be sacred and feel good, feel amazing. But I've had a house. A home is supposed to be protected. But hey. Let me get back to what I was doing. My bad, sorry. I'm rambling right now, you hear me? I'm rambling. So let's talk about the fantasy fix. You fell for their potential, not their reality. You've had this idea in your mind, like that we're gonna have the perfect wedding, we're gonna have the music, we're gonna go travel the world, we're gonna have money, we're gonna be able to, vacation or vacation or whatever y'all want to call it. And then when it comes into, right, when you come into the fold and reality finally sets in, that it's not as smooth and not as easy as you thought it was going to be, you get frustrated, you get upset, you just don't want to talk to nobody, you don't want to hear on nobody, you don't want anyone to give you any type of information because you shut off the part of you that once believed. And that's why a lot of marriages that I've seen, they failed. My marriage failed. My marriage failed because I was always gone. Being in the military, I was always gone. I never really had time being in the field, deployed, ranges, all this and that. And then it goes out to the truck drivers too. Truck drivers, they go through a lot. They always trying to give back, right? They always driving crazy amount of miles just to deliver fuel, food, whatever it is. And you know what? The whole time, all they want is love. Doctors, nurses, etc. Like everybody just wants love. But the truth is, if you can't practice patience, then you can't practice peace. You can't. You can't. It's no way possible because you're not ready for that. You're not ready to love somebody. You're not ready to accept somebody. You only want the version that you want, and that's selfish. You hear me? So you weren't in a relationship, right? You were doing emotional surgery, unpaid. But what does that mean, though? What does that signify? What does that signify? It get crazy though. It definitely get crazy. So when I say that, I'm saying that everybody that want to build somebody, they put in a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort into loving somebody, into understanding somebody. But don't be that person, I repeat, don't be that person that throw it in somebody's face like I did this for you, I did that for you, I da 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 da. That's gonna make people not really want to deal with you. That's gonna make people not really want to be in your energy, your space, and all that jazz. You know what I mean? Because there's people that will hold things over your head for no reason, and then whenever it comes time for your season to be over, they're not ready to get past it. They're literally stuck in their own path. You heard me? And they mad because you're not mad. They thinking that you don't think about them because you not tilting your access to make sure that they're balanced. And that is insane. Let's be real. Let's be real. You thought you could be their savior, and that would make them want to stay. Believe it or not, no matter what you do, if somebody wants to stay, they'll stay. If somebody wants to leave, then let them leave. Don't hold yourself grounded because you're going to regret it. You're going to hate it. And there's a lot of parents that say, I wish I had a two-parent household. I wish I could have did this. I wish I could have had that. I wish I could have seen this. But guess what? The truth is that you tried to hold on to something that didn't want to hold on to you. I say that again. You tried to hold on to something that didn't want to hold on to you. And it made it harder for you to actually survive. Because that wasn't love, that was survival. That wasn't love, that was all survival. That was all trying to keep the same momentum or the same philosophy that parents felt back in the days. So I want you to go ahead and write this down. Take this note. I want y'all to try this, right? And I want you to imagine this is gonna be our healing homework. This is gonna be our healing homework. So we're gonna see if you really healed or if you just saying that you healed in life. You heard me? We're gonna make it work, you heard me? So write it down. You got a paper, you got a pen. I hope y'all got something. I got y'all hope y'all got your phones and all this and that. All right, so this is the homework. If you wrote down everything that they actually did, not what you hoped they'd become, would you still call it love? I know you think it's smooth. Say that again for me one time, for the one time. You heard me. Say that for the one time. Again, healing homework. If you wrote down everything they actually did, not what you hope they'd become, would you still call it love? Let that sink in. Let that reflection sink in. Let it sink in for sure. Because we're not ready for that type of vision. We're not ready for that yet. You hear me? We're not ready for that yet. It's different. It's dangerous. We're going to move on though, because we still got more work to do. Pain is your proof. That's what we're going to talk about. Pain is your proof. Some of y'all don't feel loved unless you're suffering. Ain't that a shame? Ain't that sad? That's crazy. Because you believe love equals sacrifice plus struggle. But why? Why would you want to continue to go and fight every single moment of the day? You know what I mean? Why would you if somebody wasn't fighting for you? And then it comes to if you don't cry, if they don't make me cry, you don't care. This is sad because I'm thinking about all of this as we're going through the motion. Like, I never really thought about how dangerous and how powerful words are. My love language is words of affirmation, but I never thought about how powerful the words in the mind is when it comes to you trying to get better. And we need to stop that. We need to stop doing the victim blaming. We need to stop doing the victim shame. We need to stop that. We need to get past that. We're already at a stage in life that we want to start courting. Don't date, court somebody, right? Do the things that one should do to get somebody, but don't be that person that always want to. No, never mind. Anyways, I'm gonna keep it going. Sorry, I'm rambling. This is not that segment. This is not for. This is not for that. This is not for that. So real love won't break you just to prove it's real. What? Real love won't break you just to prove that it's real. If you got to test somebody all the time, if you got to find ways to see if they're really on your side, then you don't need them. You definitely don't need them. For example, right? I'm gonna do a scenario right quick. So, hey babe, I didn't yell at you today. Crazy, huh? Do you even care about me anymore? That's toxic. Why would you ask somebody that? Why would you look for a problem? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do look for problems, right, in life. I be like, everything is working out so perfectly, but I need to mess this up. But that happens because we're not ready to be able to be loved in the way that we thought we should have been loved. Sad, huh? It's crazy because we gonna get this done. We gonna get it right. We gonna make sure that we on point with this year. No lies. No lies. No lies. No lies. So let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. The reward loop of chaos. Hmm. I could tell it's gonna be a little deep. You heard me? I wasn't prepared for this one. I wasn't prepared for this one. Your body got addicted to adrenaline from toxic love. You always see these young bucks. You hear me? They got the money, they got the car, they got the flash, they got all that. They ready to fight somebody, and then the women get hyped and be like, "Yeah, go ahead. You don't want to mess with my you don't want to mess with my man and all this and that." Like he like that. Like, well, yeah, we like that. We locked in like that. Da da da. And then all of a sudden they go to jail, right? They go to jail, and then before you know it, things change. Now they man in jail. They sad, but life moves on. Life moves on. Life moves on. Like it's crazy. No lies. No lies. They hurt you, then gave you crumbs, and your body called that a win. They hurt you, then gave you crumbs, and your body called that a win. Isn't that the most insane thing you can hear? Hey, baby, I love you, so I had to do this. I had to hurt you to show you that you were important. That don't even sound right. That sound crazy. Hey, baby, I went to cheat because I wanted to make sure that I wanted to make sure that you was the one for me. Like that don't even sound right. You hear me? Fellas, women, date. Don't date court. Don't date court. It's two different things, I promise you. Don't date court. You hear me? You weren't in love. You were getting dopamine from the apology. So, yes, Lord. I remember watching Usher song Let It Burn. I was like, Usher, man, why you dancing in the rain? Why you doing all of this, bro? Like, just wait till the sun come out. And I'm talking, he was on his knees and he was crying and low key, I'd have felt a little bad for him. You heard me? I probably would have pulled up and been like, "Yo, Usher, hey, be easy, bro. Be easy. Like, let's stop this. Don't embarrass it out here." But when some people have that type of love, they are they are really dependent on that person. You heard me? They are dependent on that person. And that type of love is beautiful and toxic at the same time because you can apologize today and still mean something different tomorrow. So, like I said, it's crazy, man. Like you gotta really dive in and think about all the stuff you've been through, all the boyfriend, girlfriends, all the wives, all the husbands. Like you gotta really sit back and think about, and not only that, don't even just look. Think about the family you got and the friends you got. How many of these situations connect with those? This is how chaos becomes a kink, and healing feels like a punishment. No lies. No lies, no lies, no lies. So, now in this segment, right, we're going to talk about stop romanticizing brokenness. Being potential, right? Why being loyal to potential is killing your heart? Why being loyal to potential is killing your heart? See, most men that I've been around, right, homeboys and all in that jazz, you hear me? They'll go to McDonald's and get a woman, you hear me, and lift her all the way up, right? And she'll be the happiest woman, and then before you know it, she upgrades to a different person. And then from that point on, that man is feeling sad. He go back to McDonald's and do it all over again, or Taco Bell or whatever, right? But if you flip the coin and you go with the women, you have to be established. You have to have everything made. You have to be able to take care of me. You have to be able to take me out and not be cheap. Like, but could you go to McDonald's as a woman and get a man and lift him up? Let that sink in. That's crazy. That's crazy work here. And then before you know it, all of these men and women that go and find their attraction in the place that they shouldn't be, right? Shouldn't be. They end up feeling heartbroken. They be like, this woman or this man ain't nothing. Like they trashed, all this and that. So they be in their feelings. But you did that. You caused that. You was looking for he was looking for a shawty that was bad. You hear me? He was looking for a shawty that was bad that he could put on his arm and be like, that's my shawty. Yeah, I'm up there with that. And then on the other end, she was looking for a man that can help her and take care of her and that can help her elevate. But if they vice versa, what would that look like? What if she went to McDonald's and tried to help a man get up when he was down? What if he went and found a woman that was established? Would he get up or would he fall down? That's things that make you think about life, you hear me? No lies. So I want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, you are not a rehab center with a heart. You are not. If somebody's coming to you just for you to give them advice and just for you to love on them, like in a different way whenever they haven't found that love, you need to let them go. You can't sacrifice your happiness. You really can't. I promise you. There's like 24 hours in a day, and guess what? Most of those, you're still constantly doing something. 8 hours you working, 8 hours you trying to get some rest, and then the other 8 hours you trying to balance life out. Come on now. 24 hours, you're. And then I want to let y'all know that people are not misunderstood. They're emotionally unavailable. Yeah, it's mm, mm. Man, they must be stopped. They must be stopped. They must be stopped. Truth is, I'm emotionally unavailable sometimes, right? So I'm working on that. I'm working on that. Hey, that go for me too. That go for Smooth too. You hear me? That real talk. That go for me too. Um, but that's a whole nother ball game, a whole nother story that everybody must get through. Stop falling in love with broken people, hoping you'll be the exception. Stop saving people. Like if you see, and this is crazy because all the homies I know they go through something. If you see homie live with his mama, right? He don't have a job. He don't have an ambition. He try to figure. He's always making an excuse for why he can't do this, can't do that. They won't hire me here, won't hire me there. Leave him there. Leave him there. Leave him there. Don't pick him up. Leave him there. Leave him where he at right now. Leave him there. Because at the end of the day, you trying to help him get to the thing, he's just gonna trade his mom for you. And guess what? When you get him at the crib, he gonna do the same thing that he doing right now. Same thing for shawties. right? Because I got to do both sides of the coin because then if I do one side, then the fella's gonna be like, bro, that's what's up, bro. We rocking with you, but you still be talking on da da da. Like you don't understand. It's like, bro, stop it now, stop it now. You must be stopped. You must be stopped. So if you have a shorty that, and this is crazy, if you have a shorty that she live off the government or she live with her mom or like she's constantly having to battle with the father of her kids all the time about nonsense, leave her there. Leave her there because guess what? The way she treating him, she gonna treat you the same way. You are not the exception, brother. Unless you're a billionaire, she gonna treat you the same way. She gonna treat you the same way, and then you're gonna be all mad and drove. Like you're gonna be like, bro, why she like this? Da da da. She like that? It's because she where she at. She's supposed to be where she at. She needs to figure out how to get up before you can get in. You heard me? But at times we try to figure out ways to save people. Stop saving these people. You heard me? Leave them there. Leave them there. Because guess what? What's crazy is you want loyalty, right? You want loyalty, but be loyal to your healing, not their pain. Come on, man. Real talk. Like I'm locked in with y'all. I'm locked in with y'all. I know. I understand it. I understand it because I'm guilty of it. You heard me? I'm guilty of dealing with myself, and I don't even like dealing with myself. I promise you, I could throw me away. You heard me? No lies. So let's try to get to the wrap up, right? The withdrawal from toxic love, letting go of the addiction, and what detox actually feels like. Man. Bruh, no lies. No lies. You know what I'm talking about. So, letting go of broken love will feel like dying, but staying in slow death, lies. Repeat that again because I messed that up. I do my notes and everything. Letting go of broken love will feel like dying, but staying in slow death anyway. So why feel pain and why not try to be better? Why stay in a constant cycle and then one day you be like, I can't believe I stayed with you for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. I should have been left. Y'all could have been living my best life. Like, bruh, stop it. You must be stopped. You must be stopped. No lies. You made that decision. You gotta live with that one. Healing ain't sexy at first though. It's lonely, quiet, and awkward. It is like people be like, I'm healed. I'm healed. How you healed when you was just with somebody last week? How you healed when you just tried to figure out how you was gonna get from A to B? How you heal when you ain't try to financially invest in yourself? When you ain't try to pick up a book? When you ain't try to go to some seminars? When you ain't try and anyways, like I'm not even gonna go back and forth with y'all. You hear me? I got y'all. I'm on it. You hear me? So yeah, you're not alone. You're just finally clean. Silence is not a bad thing. Silence is definitely beautiful. You heard me? Silence is definitely beautiful. You don't need chaos to feel love. You don't need pain to prove your worth. You really don't. Let them go. I repeat, let them go. Save yourself. It's time to shift the pattern. You're addicted to broken because you've never seen whole up close. Start with you. Heal you. Whole attracts whole. Send this to someone who keeps choosing pain and then play it again for you. See what you find out about yourself. Real talk. Real talk. But thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for understanding me. Hey, till next time, you hear me. Stay smooth.